Two real bugs, open right now, in libraries you are running whether you know it or not. Two models from the same company, the flagship and the cheap one. Both of them fixed the second bug. One made the call fail, the other made it succeed and change absolutely nothing. Only one of those can be a fix. It is the 12th of August, and this is the AI code report. No cross-lab fight today. The other side is quota locked until the 18th, so this is Opus 5 against Sonnet 5. Both at high effort, same plan, identical prompts, one clean checkout each. Flagship against cheap tier, which is the choice you are actually making anyway. Round 1. Picomatch. You have probably never typed its name, and it sits underneath Jest, rollup, chokidar, and Netlify. Its own README claims more than 5 million projects. It answers exactly one question. Does this path match this pattern? Issue 147. Open since July last year. 0 replies, nobody assigned, no pull request, and the whole report is 2 lines long. Here it is. Feature/**, or feature star. Now swap those two halves around. Same path, same 2 patterns, and the answer flips. An OR list is not supposed to care what order you wrote it in. This one does. And it gets sillier. Add a third option that matches nothing whatsoever, and the answer flips straight back to no. So, 26 checks drawn straight off the report and locked in before either model saw a line of the code. The reported pair, every ordering of 6 different groups, and 9 guardrails so nobody can score by breaking something else. Untouched, the library gets 11. Identical prompt, a clean checkout each, and go. Sonnet wraps up in 2 minutes 32. It found the real cause. Inside the parser, a pipe gets filed as ordinary text, so a check asking is this a pipe can never once be true. Dead code, guarding a live bug, 3 lines to fix it. Opus takes 543 and comes at it from the other end. It labels the pipe the moment the parser makes it, carries that label through, and then finds the very same dead check a second time, 600 lines further down the file. The grader. Opus, 26 out of 26. Sonnet, 25. And the one it drops is that second copy of the check, the copy it never touched. To be sure that is real and not just my scoring, each model's own new test file went against the other's build. Sonnet's file passes on Opus's fix, 19 out of 19. Opus's files on Sonnet's fix, 12 pass and 1 fails. Round 2 and a first for this show. Rust. Rust-URL is the crate the Rust world parses web addresses with, and the one the servo browser engine is built on. Issue 1144, opened 18 days ago. 0 comments, a completely empty timeline, and it is 4 lines of code. Take an address with a username in it. Ask the library to blank out the host. It says yes, no problem. Then it hands you back an address, and when you ask it to read that address, it refuses. It is a form that accepts your edit, prints the result, and then rejects its own printout. Is it only that one call? 13 setters, 12 shapes of address, 108 combinations. Exactly 4 of them break, and every single one is this. 24 checks, again locked in before either model ran, and deliberately taking no side because the report takes none either. All they ask is that anything the library says yes to is something it can still read back. Untouched, it gets 16. Both models fixed it. Then they walked in opposite directions. Opus makes the call fail. If the address carries a user or a port, blanking out the host now comes back as an error, loudly, in your face. Sonnet makes the call succeed and quietly do nothing at all. And it brings a receipt. The web standard for this exact case says, and this is the spec talking, return, do nothing. Its test is literally named no op. So, I asked a browser. Type that same change into a browser's address object, and the address comes back untouched. No error, no complaint, nothing happened. The cheap model matched the web. Which leaves you holding the argument. You called something that returns a result. It said, fine, nothing changed. Is that a fix, or is that tomorrow's bug report? On the checks, it is a dead heat. 24 out of 24, both of them, and both suites go from 135 tests to 136, which puts the episode at 50 out of 50 for Opus and 49 for Sonnet. One single criterion between them. And Sonnet worked for 6 minutes 32 against Opus's 10, faster in both rounds. So the flagship is the more thorough one. It fixed the bug twice because the bug had been written twice. The cheap one was right almost everywhere, 3.5 minutes sooner, and on round 2 it was the cheap one holding the standard. Pay for the second pair of eyes. Just do not assume that is the same thing as buying correctness. This has been the AI Code Report. Tell me which of those 2 fixes you would actually merge, and I will see you in the next one.